season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Break. Mike 6'3", 218, jump. You better be afraid of me. Shift, watch the shift. Deuce. Get ready.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
High 7. 23, single. Mike 50, Mike. Go.
Second and 4. And that's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
4 yards to go.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, shoot. We got a seal. I'm here all day. Hey, alert 3. Check.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. He's checking. Crash. Check it back. Protein spill. Hey, Haywood. Go. You remember me? Now.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3 down. Check it out, Reed. Undercrush. Hey. You got motion man. 5.
Second and 15. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The second down pass intended for number 86. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 50. Hey, Orbit. Check 15.
looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Hey, Charlie. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Now watch one. Get it.
Block now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
Hey, Delta. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
They look to throw. It's locked. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get that quarterback. And all come. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Tighten up.
Throwing on first down is locked. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
53. Mike 53. Record. Mike 53. Hey, Echo. Mike. Army. Hit it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Locke to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get this.
Any weapon.
On the carry, it's Muhammad, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
30 base.
I got you, boy. Bang, 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 bang. Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Hey, tight. Mike 5-4.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, foxtrot.
Check.
Locke going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check 6 guys.
Blue draw Corker.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6.
Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 5-4. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you.
Hey, exit.
Don't get nervous. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Go. Get it.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Come on, dude.
6-6, pull it high. Smooth.
54, right there. 54, Mike. You got nothing in there. You got nothing. 40.
Yo, go. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky. Rush in.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 4. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in.
Go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
He's coming. We got double up. Check nickel.
Hey, Zoo.
Flare. Mike, now.
They'll drop the throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line. Fire.
They'll set up to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
To number 81. A gain of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the ball. Be grip.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, Mike 50.
finds Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Watch the twins.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, don't look at. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
Go.
That's the pass. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's go. 50's the mic.
Hey.
The mic. I'm here all day.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Watch that.
Hit it.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
80 weapon.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike's 54.
Locked to throw on third and 1. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Slipped right by him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Flowers. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And a Falcon first down.
Here we go.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On first down, Muhammad. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Hunter. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
General West.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Yep.
Get him, get him, get him. You got
him.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, Echo.
57. Mike, 57.
Shoot.
On 2nd and 2, Locke. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Hey, wahoo! Look at me, zipper! Look, squeeze!
From just shy of midfield, Lg. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 30.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check. Fresno.
X3, 218, chopper.
53, Mike.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Bravo.
25, check 26.
Hard.
Check 26.
Yes. Rock it. Spin.
Kill.
Ready?
Locked to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Got it.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day, every day, any day.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Team 6.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah.
Now.
Here we go again.
Locke taking the snap at 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Hey, watch the slant.
Big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Go.
To throw on third down. Locke. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Shit, shit.
Topper! Smoke!
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Shoot!
On first and 10, here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down back at the 42.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Check 43.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go, go!
What's the ad?
You're out.
Slam. Shit. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Back, go.
Mike 9. Man, I got you.
Check. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Here we go. 10 over. Tight dog. Get ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
High 7.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Watch twist.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here comes Cohen.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up second and 10 at the
Throwing on second down. Lg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up the third down and 10 yards to go.
The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Jam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Hey.
I got him. On me.
Hey, Zoo. Speed grip.
They look to throw. It's Lg. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Courtland Sutton. Incomplete.
The Redskins send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Get in the way.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check it back.
Say go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Hey, Delta.
I don't think you got it, son. Undercrush, under.
Protein spill. Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
To throw in his lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Ready.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it, because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Stand up in. Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 3.
Look at me. Zipper.
Watch out.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Slam, slam, slam. Out, 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 out.
Gone.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. 10 logo.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
They'll actually throw it with Lg. They shakes it off. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Look at me. Go. 6-8, echo. Get it.
Here's Lg to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo! 9!
Let's go, defense. Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky.
Look, squeeze.
Check 4.
Hey, seam 6. Ready?
They'll drop back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 9. Check back. Safe. Kill. He's coming. We got double up.
Hard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Switch.
A lot going to throw it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Redskins, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason